Hello friends, this is Elizabeth Sullivan. So in our program for Personal Trainer in a Box, we tell you guys to take a walk. And I figure if you don't have anybody to walk with, maybe we should take a walk together. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to walk, we're going to talk, and timer starts now. So we're going to do 20 minutes together, and you and I get to just kind of toss things back and forth, basically you listening to me. But this is just a virtual walk. If you don't have anybody to walk with, let's walk and start thinking about some stuff. Okay, so I have a timer with me. I know it's backwards probably, but timer starts now. We're gonna walk 10 minutes one way, 10 minutes the other. Okay, put on some sunglasses. And here we go. I have some BCAAs with. If you hear people talk about BCAAs, basically it stands for branched chain amino acids, and they're really good for during a workout or during activity, kind of like how you would drink maybe a sports drink for hydration. That's what BCAAs do when you're trying to do some muscle breakdown and stuff. It just replenishes so that you can keep going. Hello! Alright, so you're going to start out at your own pace, whatever works for you. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm going to be totally candid with you. So we're in small town Iowa. You're about to go see some cornfields. Woo-hoo. That's what I grew up with, you know, so maybe it's a different scenery for you. But it's kind of funny walking around with my phone on a tripod so I can hang out with you, because this probably doesn't happen here. So, oh well, what do you do? They can judge. And that's not my place, because we're going to have a good walk together. Remember, we're going to go 20 minutes today. 10 minutes one way, 10 minutes back. I've got that timer set in my pocket. And once it beeps, we'll just turn around. Once you start at a leisurely pace, and then you can kind of pick it up as you feel. Let's go, let's go. I wonder if I can turn this around mid. I don't think I can. There's some cornfields. See? That's the road we're walking on. Hopefully you're on a sidewalk, like I said. Small town Iowa. So sorry about that. You'll have that. That's it. Let me walk. Yeah, how you doing? The breathing starting to up a little bit. Mine too. Your legs. Mine too. We keep going and going. I never claimed that this would be a good video. I just said that you were gonna have my company, so might be shaky, might be all over the place. But those are the facts of the scenery right now. I want to get this done. I want to be able to walk with you and talk with you, you know, before things get shut up and I don't have an opportunity to. You know, we got to make the most out of life when we have it. Gotta wave. Gotta wave at everybody. That's it. We're going uphill a little bit. It's nice to find an area where you have, you know, some up and downs. It'll help you breathe a little better. engage those muscles. So I really like walking because it gets you moving. It really does burn a lot of calories. It's really good for your heart and for your lungs. Now, for me personally, I have severe asthma, so running is dang near impossible. Walking is, I like it because it's, inspiring. Yeah, I huff and I puff. You're going to hear that. You probably hear that in the videos for Personal Trainer in a Box. On YouTube, I'm all like, but it's okay. Because that means there's air in, and that means there's air out. And, woo, what a thing to be grateful for. When you're grateful for something as continuous and minute and yet important as air, it puts a lot of things in perspective. That's it, keep walking. Okay, I'm gonna switch here. You see that? So I pointed the lens at that earlier, and I said cornfields, and I'm realizing that the corn is not planted. So I'm so sorry for misleading you. And to be honest, those might be soybean fields. I'm not sure. My dad's a farmer, and I know that a lot of times they try to swap every other year. So one year a field will be planted with corn, and then the next year it'll be planted with soybeans, because they use kind of different ingredients, different nutrients to grow, and then they leave different ones behind. So they help each other. So I'm not sure what these are going to be this year. If I recall, I think it was corn. So it might be beans this year. Farm girl and me, sorry. There you go, little facts you didn't know. How's your walk coming? Good? Me too. This feels good. This feels good to walk. So we're out of this small town. The pavement ended there. This is the gravel road. I'm gonna walk on the gravel today until that timer beeps. Welcome to my world. It's good to be walking with you. Like I said, I don't know if you have a walking partner or if you just wanted to check what this was all about, but I really hope you are walking with me, and I hope you give some thought to some of these things. I have a big question. My big question is, why are you walking with me? In our programs we talk a lot about your why and identifying your why. Sorry for my crazy hair here. You can just see it sticking out. It does its own thing. Kind of like me, What's your why? Why are we walking? Why are you watching this movie? Why are you setting the goals that you're setting? Why are you doing the things you're doing? Why do you want to do the things you want to do? And then why aren't you doing those? A lot of whys to think about, and it's kind of like a self-assessment. You really have to take an intrinsic look and figure out, your reason. Because once you know your reason, we always have what? When you get a reason, it backs that up, It backs it up. So what are your reasons for being you? What are your reasons for liking the things that you do and disliking the things you don't like? And what are your reasons for wanting what you want? That's your why. But when you figure out why, sometimes they're so ridiculous, like selfish or vain or untrue. We really don't care about that component. We just pretend to because it's important to the people around us, and we want to make the people around us happy. So what's important to them, we should hold important too, right? So sometimes it's not a bad thing to recognize that it's the wrong reasons, or the reasons are not going to quite get you there. When you find your why, something truly important, It keeps you going. It's like the battery of life. And you can always revert to that when things get tough. Because it's going to be so important to you. You know, this is not just wishy-washy stuff. This is our reasons for being. And I think it's beautiful to find out what that reason for being is. It doesn't have to be so big as a purpose of life. But working on yourself will definitely help get you a step towards whatever it is you want to go towards. And I'm not just talking health. It can be business, it can be relationships, it can be impact, it can be, anything that is bigger than you. But anything that is bigger than you is definitely going to require the best of you. So you got to put the best of you out there every day and realize that it's not enough and you need to be better by the end of the day. The best of you should always be better. And that's how we grow. That's how we get somewhere. That's how we make progress. Tony Robbins says progress equals happiness. And it kind of starts with discovering the why and the who we are, How's your walk coming? Mine's coming good. Look at that. Hopefully the sun's not in your eyes. I'm just walking out of town. You see forward? There we go. Okay, so I heard dogs bark. So I might get a little jumpy because I'm kind of afraid of dogs. Even though I have a dog and I love dogs, I just have been attacked by dogs that are strangers. And so I don't like stranger dogs because I don't think that they like me. And so, it's kind of like this whole full circle thing. I want to, but, there's that everlasting memory. So, all right, we keep walking. Okay, and I do believe we're going to turn around. Ah, beautiful. It's so cool to take in the sights. This is the land that we get to enjoy. We just don't know how long things are going to be the way they are. Don't know how long I have with you. Don't know what this world will look like tomorrow. We don't know what this field will look like this year. But it doesn't stop us from going. It doesn't stop us from striving and hoping. Alright, so we're going to walk the other way. Back where we came from. We can get a drink. What are we drinking? BCAs. Keep walking. That's it. As we walk. There is an animal there. It's amazing what you'll see. Walking. I really hope this is not too windy for you. If it is, my apologies, because I think this is going up on YouTube as well, so. Here we walk. Progress. One step at a time, remember? It doesn't matter how fast you feel like you're going or how far you went before we had to turn back around. We're going to get to that 20 minutes. But progress is good. Fast or slow, it's forward that matters. Just remember that, Remember that in your health goals too. We want to go forward. And every day adds up even when it doesn't feel like it. As long as you're making a step towards that goal, a step to betterment. That's what matters. Keep walking. going. And breathe. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Nice work. It's nice being able to spend time together, you know? It's good to get outside and enjoy the fresh air. There's that field. Some really tall weeds. And we walk. Keep going. No matter what, we always keep going. Honestly, thank you for walking with me today. It's nice to do things in peace and quiet. And it's also nice to do things with somebody. I think we all want that human connection. We all want to feel that between each other, you know? I think we thrive off of each other. We inspire each other, you know, to do more. We teach and we lead each other. That's what humankind is all about. What are your thoughts? Are you a leader? Do you want to inspire? Or have you been inspired by somebody who's leading you? If that's the case, how beautiful is that? Tell them so, you know? Let people know that you appreciate them once you realize that you do. People, I think we assume that each other hear good things about themselves, but we forget that the world is full of judgment and of negative inner thoughts. And we forget that that person may not know that thing, or they may hope for that thing, and you highlighting it may just be the gift they need to bring it to life, or to embrace it, or to recognize it. You telling them how important they are to you, or how they inspire you, it just will light them up. And I think you find that it'll light you up too, because it's a version of giving. You know, Dave Matthews has this song, and in it says, if you give, you begin to live. And it's so true, you guys. And it's so fulfilling. But that's what makes the world go around. So whatever you can give, even if it's just a kind word, we can all do that. We just don't take the time to all the time, you know? If you can give more than that, give more. Give your time if you don't have money. Give your money if you don't have time. Give your prayers if you have nothing else. It's the thought that matters. But man, the action is where that's really the reward. And it's so funny because that's when we feel fulfilled. That's when we find the reward of fulfillment. It's when we actually do the action. The thought doesn't really get us the fulfillment. It makes us hope for the future, but acting on something, that's where the gift is. But that's also why so many don't find the gift. Keep walking. And we move over because there's a car coming. go. Yeah. So a lot of people want to do good. They want to give. They want to lead. They want to inspire. They want to do something better than what they are doing now. Something better for the world. And that's great. I want to encourage you to act on that. Because life is short. Tomorrow comes quick. The year ends. Your lifespan's only so long, and I gotta tell you, you don't know how long that is. So, if you want to do it, then do it. If you got a goal, then do it. If you have a purpose, fulfill it. If you have a kind word to say it. Don't wait. Yeah, don't wait. Because when you wait, you're waiting. You're denying yourself opening your gift. Like we all love Christmas morning when there's presents under the tree. Can you imagine just looking at that present, knowing that it's there, thinking about it? Christmas morning comes and goes, and we're allowed to open it. Next day comes, we're allowed to. It's still sitting there a freaking year later, 2 years later, 5 years later. We know that it's a gift, and we know that it's for us, and we know that if we just put the action into opening it, what will be inside will be phenomenal. But we deny ourselves. That's what it is like when we give to others, or when we postpone a goal or a purpose. We're only denying ourselves opportunity. Keep walking. And when you don't take action, we're denying ourselves the gift that's at the end and the experience that we get going through it. So it's really, really important. It's important to me. I want it to be important to you. I want you to make it important to the ones that are important to you and pass the word on. It's important to take action on what you want. You know, life is short. You get one. You get one here. No matter what you believe. You get one here right now. As you are. Life is short. But we're supposed to do something with it. Do. That's the word. Do requires action. So believe in yourself. Figure out why you're inspired to do. And then do it. Not trying to make it that simple. That's actually a lot of work. And people aren't bold enough to do all that work. Another car. By the way, I hope you're proud of yourself because we've gone on over 20 minutes. We're not quite back. Goes fast, huh? Thank you for walking with me today. Walking and talking. If you don't have somebody, then we got each other. A little virtual walk here in my small town, Iowa. With some final thoughts here. Take a second. Do something for you. Go get moving. Get your brain going. Then allow what needs to come in, come in. Your crazy hair. Alright. That was really good walking. Okay. Oh, deep breaths. Nice work. You did it. You're a good walking partner. Alright, so I'm going to turn this off. You need to stretch a little bit. I'm going to stretch a little bit. But to sum it up, take some time for you. Identify why you're doing it. and work super hard at that. Take action on that. Recognize the gifts that you have, the gifts that others have. Take the opportunity, because it's there, and do something with it while you can. You got this. Stay strong, guys.